Hello and welcome back to the TfL Three.
And today you join us on a Greater Anglia train to Norwich.
We're going to two stations which are on the same line, but you can't get a direct train between them.
Let's go.
In this video, we're travelling on the Breckland line that runs between Ely and Norwich, and features what we believe are the only two stations in the country that are one stop along the line from each other, yet you can't travel between them by train. These being the first two stations travelling from Ely, Shippea Hill and Lakenheath. Shippea Hill, located in the rather flat fens, is quite far away from any town, and only gets one train each weekday in the morning peak toward Norwich. On Saturdays it gets two trains, one toward Norwich at 10 to 8 in the morning, and another towards Stansted Airport at 4:15 in the afternoon. Lakenheath, on the other hand, is located 3 miles north of the actual village of Lakenheath, and only gets 9 trains per week, with 2 on a Saturday, one towards Stansted Airport at 11:15 in the morning, and another towards Norwich at 10 to 4 in the afternoon, and on Sundays it gets a further 3 towards Stansted and 4 toward Norwich. The most important thing, though, is that none of these services call at both Shippea Hill and Lakenheath, which gives us the discrepancy that this video is all about. Both stations are therefore the least used in their respective counties of Cambridgeshire and Suffolk. Now you might wonder when looking at the Office of Rail and Road statistics why Lakenheath gets more passengers than Shippea Hill, especially as, unlike Shippea Hill, it gets no weekday services. Well, the answer is that Lakenheath is located right next door to the RSPB Lakenheath Fen Nature Reserve, which gets a lot of weekend patronage, hence why the station only gets a weekend service. This contrasts significantly with Shippea Hill, which, for lack of a better phrase, is basically in the middle of nowhere. So let's go back to us on the train as we visit the two stations that are only one stop from each other, but you can't travel between them by train.
So, we are now pulling into Shippea Hill, one of the least used stations in the country.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we are.
Welcome to Shippea Hill.
Hey!
We're here.
Love to see it.
This sign is a 1 sign. That's old. Actually, I think all of the signs here are, they've just been stickered over on this bit. So now I was going to get a classic Jeff Marshall shot of bin bags blowing in the breeze here, but there's no bin bags. So probably not that surprising from what is most definitely the least used station in Cambridgeshire, but that's quite funny.
Here at the end of the platform for trains heading back towards Ely and Cambridge, this is the only way of getting onto the platform. This rather steep ramp, which doesn't seem PRM compliant to me. Like, I'll go down to the bottom, and you can see Daniel up there. Say hi, Daniel.
Hi.
Look how steep that is. It's pretty nuts.
I feel like I'm in a music video. There's no hill here. I don't know if I can show you it. Welcome to Shippea Hill. There are no trains used apart from the station, but they've got an electronic display, which I think is pretty cool. Fair dues, Greater Anglia. They've actually updated the station sign here to include Cambridge South, which I think is pretty impressive for a station like this.
One really bizarre thing that Shippea Hill does have, it has station Wi-Fi. Literally, you can connect to Greater Anglia's Wi-Fi network here. Crazy.
Let's wait until it comes up captive.
You're connecting.
I think you need to go on a browser window.
There we go.
There we go.
Look at that.
Welcome to Greater Anglia Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's great. Anglia
You can
Wi-Fi.
connect to Greater Anglia Wi-Fi
Yeah, there you go.
at Shippea Hill.
Let's see how many bars of Wi-Fi I get.
Yeah. Like,
Sorry, it's quite hard to see on his phone. But
You're now connected to free Wi-Fi.
Yeah, let's see how good this Wi-Fi is.
Yeah, full
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Okay, props.
Besides-
Like, so when you're ordering your taxi to get the heck out of here, you can at least do it on Wi-Fi.
Let's try and get an RTT.
Like just
Liverpool
like,
Street. Yeah, it loads.
It loads
you
off.
can see the trains at Liverpool Street. No.
Well, there you go. Shippea Hill, free Wi-Fi.
yeah. So when you get in the taxi out of here, you can at least do it on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So, welcome to Shippea Hill.
We are sitting in the very nice shelter, which looks an awful lot like the shelter we saw at Pilming last year. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out.
Yep, we like there.
Although I would probably say this station feels, even though it's got twice the platforms, feels a good deal more desolate, not gonna lie.
Yeah, we were very much the only people getting off the train, and we didn't see anyone get on. So yeah, we are the only people here today.
It's a very quaint station. It's in the middle of the fence. There's a signal box. I'm not sure if it's in operation or some kind of box. There's a level crossing which very much is in operation, and the road is very busy. In
Yes.
terms of facilities, you've got accessibility ramp, you've got a waiting shelter that we're currently in, and you've got benches. Obviously, the electronic display. Apart from that, that's great.
Yeah, there really is not here.
All that's around us is a couple of houses. There's a couple of houses that way.
Yep.
There's a house over there.
And there's a few back that way.
And there's a massive self-storage area across the road.
So if you need any self-storage, come to Shippea Hill.
But yeah,
Otherwise, there's not really anything here.
there really is not much here, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I don't think the videos do it justice. Like you kind of have to come here for yourself to see just how desolate this is.
It's not uncared for.
Yeah.
Apart from the platform.
Yeah, there's a bit of abandoned platform back that way, which.
But yeah, surprisingly, both platforms do have pretty new tactile paving installed. Although something that you will have probably seen when we got off is that on the 755, of course, it has the extendable accessibility. The level boarding, sorry, I didn't say it correctly. It doesn't actually extend all the way here, so there is actually a gap. So if you are getting off at Shippea Hill,
Yeah,
you
be
actually
careful.
have to mind the gap.
Yeah, be careful.
Most importantly, the next station along the line, it's impossible to ever get a direct train between Shippea Hill and
Lakenheath.
So in order to get to Lakenheath, we of course can't get another train from here because there's not another one for a good several hours.
And it's going the other way.
And
it's going back towards Ely and Cambridge.
So what we're going to do is we're going to get a taxi to Brandon, and from there we can hopefully get a train to Lakenheath.
Yep, so we will see you at Brandon.
So we're here at Brandon. We've got a while to wait here.
So we're going to go and get some water because it's a very, very hot June day, and obviously you need to drink water.
and then we'll get the train to Lakenheath.
Let's go.
So we are now on a rather busy flirt, but next stop Lakenheath. Let's go. Here we are. Welcome to Lakenheath.
So there is one main reason that people would use Lakenheath Station, and that is to visit the RSPB reserve here.
Wait.
So, I think you know what time it is. It's time for another episode of Daniel's Birdwatching Corner.
Hello, and a very warm welcome to Daniel's Birdwatching Corner, your favourite TfL Three segment, of course. Today, join me from RSPB Lakenheath Fen in Suffolk, a place most famous as a home of the elusive common crane. Unfortunately, we didn't see any on our visit, but there's still plenty to tell you about. Around the area, I saw a variety of birds, including but not limited to a little egret, a little grebe, a marsh harrier, and this family of greylag geese that refuse to let me pass.
Don't want no trouble, but I have been roasting in the sun for 10 minutes now, so I would like to get off this path.
However, there were two main highlights. The first was this extremely camera-friendly kingfisher, which sat close to the Meerhide for at least half an hour, which made for some amazing shots. The other, which I was extremely excited to see, was a bittern in flight, a bird with less than 300 individuals across the entire country. Bitterns are extremely elusive birds, known for their loud booming call emanating from reed beds, so to see one this well was a real treat. Anyway, that's it from Daniel's Birdwatching Corner. Thank you for watching, and back to the trains.
Here's something nice. The station signs here at Lakenheath have the RSPB logo on them. I think that's pretty cool. So, until we started planning this video a few months ago, the only thing I actually knew about Lakenheath was that there is, of course, a Royal Air Force base just over there, RAF Lakenheath, that has existed ever since 1940. And ever since 1948, it has been one of the main air stations for the US Air Force in the United Kingdom. And well, on certain days you might actually see American aircraft flying over, although sadly, none today, unfortunately. But yeah, RAF Lakenheath, and actually RAF Mildenhall as well, but that's a whole other story. RAF Lakenheath, just over there. And there's a lot of cars.
There's a post box. Apparently they collect it 9 o'clock Monday to Friday and 7 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm tempted to test it, but I don't have anything to post. Yeah, it's a nice little addition. It's sort of like it's like the kind of station you'd have like on a little Brio train set. That's what it strikes me as, yeah. Like a little Brio station.
I'll also say, in comparing Shippea Hill and Lakenheath, Lakenheath does have an abandoned signal box as well.
This is actually incorrect, as that building is not an abandoned signal box, but rather the old station house. Lakenheath did have a signal box located on the other side of the road, but it was sadly demolished in 2021. As a fun fact, until 2012, both Shippea Hill and Lakenheath had manual level crossings, operated from the signal boxes, but this ceased in 2012 when both signal boxes were closed and the level crossings were replaced with automatic ones. And while Shippea Hill's box still stands today, Lakenheath's is sadly no more.
Though Shippea Hills was a lot nicer than Lakenheath's, at least from my view. And also, subscribe to The Right Track, everybody. That's his name.
So, here at Lakenheath Station, we have some benches, a waiting shelter, a lot of bugs, and a dead pheasant.
I think those last two must be connected at this point.
Yeah, I was thinking. Comparing this to Shippea Hill, I much prefer Shippea Hill because the views are better and the station's just all round better looking. But this does serve a lot more. This serves the bird reserve, but it doesn't serve the town because the town's about a mile away.
Yeah.
A point exactly. There really isn't much else to say about Lakenheath. I mean, of course, there's the airbase that's not too far away, but yeah, it really just feels a bit like a bit more of a middle of nowhere station, I'll be real.
Yeah, you can see why there's not direct trains between Shippea Hill and Lakenheath, because there cannot be any demand whatsoever for people getting here. Like, there was one other person that got off our train here at Lakenheath, probably also heading for the bird reserve, and that was it.
So there you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Lakenheath, just
Yeah.
to get out of here now on
Yep.
the second train
Yep.
of the day.
And also, this is the least used station in Suffolk. So we've been to 2 county least used stations today.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool. Yep. Right. Let's get out of here. Ready? Goodbye, Lakenheath. Oh, this train is cold.
So, due to a change of plan, thanks to EMR cancelling our train that we were going to get from Thetford, we've got this Greater Anglia out of Brandon, and it turns out this is the other train that stops at Shippea Hill. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. One person getting on. Just one person getting on. That's it. But there you go. That's the other train that stops at Shippea Hill. So, there you go. That was Shippea Hill and Lakenheath. The 2 stations that are right next to each other along the line, but you can't actually travel between them.
Yeah, so hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, someone for Cambridge South. That video will already be up, so go watch that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thanks to the patrons and supporters. Their names will be at the end. And yeah, that's it from us. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
So if you remember, a few weeks ago we announced a competition for you guys to find a mural of us on the website WPlace in celebration of our 3-year anniversary, and the reward for finding that mural would be a shout out in our next video. Well, sorry for being a week late, but I am thrilled to announce the winner of this contest. Now, in order to be fair, I decided to announce the first 3 people that were able to find the mural. However, they will be announced in order of them finding it. So congratulations to Sean the Train Master, Quinn, and the Northern Irish Explorer for finding our mural, which, if you are unaware, the winning location was Darnick in New South Wales. Now, I thought I made the challenge a little bit hard, so I had to give it some hints, but actually I ended up making it a little bit too easy because Sean managed to find it within 15 minutes of the video being posted, which is crazy. But yeah, there you go, there's the announcement of the winners of our little contest that we did for our 3-year anniversary. If you want to contribute to maybe a TfL 3 mosaic, please do put your art next door to our mural. Anyway, cheers everybody.